It's almost Friday.
I know. We're
It's almost
celebrating
Friday.
the Monday intro to the show versus the Thursday intro to the show.
Stacked them
But
side
we're
by
like,
side.
Well, we also just had a bunch of sugar, too.
We
so
did
that
just
doesn't-
have
that
a
doesn't
lot of
really help.
sugar.
Thank you, Cindy. That
She
my
took
tummy's
it.
so
Can I
happy
show
right
the
now.
picture
Yeah,
of
show the
it?
picture. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day, obviously. We've been talking about it all week long.
So
And
our fabulous
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
director,
Picture
Cindy,
perfect.
brought this in. So I don't want to mess it up.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, brought this in. She made it.
A strawberry tart.
It tastes as good
It's
as
a
it
strawberry
looks.
tart
Yeah.
with what did she
Amazing.
say? It's like a strawberry
Strawberry
ice cream with
with,
like
like-
something special.
Cindy, didn't you say strawberries blended up with heavy whipping cream or
I mean,
cream
it
and
was
milk and-
delicious.
a graham cracker
It was almost like
crust.
strawberry gelato or something on the inside is like what it reminded me of, with like this like hard chocolate topping and strawberries. And I was lucky to get one of
She
those.
saved a chocolate
covered-
covered strawberry for Crystal.
It was just marvelous.
Either way, we're super energetic now, and in about 20 minutes,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
probably
everybody's
have
gonna
nothing
crash.
else to say. But so let's get the discussion
sugar.
started then, because this one could be good. We've had some really good ones this week.
Well, they're all like dating
Dating.
related for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Anytime you get dating involved in the show,
It does well.
yeah. What's the worst way you've ever been dumped? Let's just throw it out there. We're asking because there's a dating trend that is sure to be a part of some people's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
People are dumping their
sad.
significant other just days before the holiday to avoid getting them a gift.
does that?
You savages.
I know.
It's called valentiting, and it doesn't just have to do with being cheap. Valentiters are afraid that buying a person a gift could signal that you're making an investment in the relationship.
Quit thinking too much into it.
Right?
Jiminy
Yeah, okay, you say that.
I mean, even
you
if
say that.
yeah,
But what if it's just something like innocent and sweet, like
Thoughtful.
yes, a box of chocolates? It doesn't mean that
right.
you're like,
Be a big
You do that
deal.
for your
Yeah.
friends.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that as a guy, if the girl really, really likes you and you get her a gift, no matter how insignificant it is, how sweet, quote unquote, it is, she's going to catch more feelings than she had the day before. Is that not fair to say? Okay. And
Box of chocolates is gonna
All right,
do it. I mean, I
and-
love chocolate.
We're
but-
frozen.
that's okay. And the sentiment that count. Like, I'm not. This is rude. Like, don't do this. I'm not like advocating. Like, go ahead and break up with your girlfriend today.
Yeah.
But the idea behind it, you know, if it's sort of not a serious thing. Say like you're just like
You're in the
gone
early
out on a couple
stages.
dates. You've
Right.
been, you know, you're not even official. But as the guy, you're like, I'm not sure yet. I just don't
think
want
the
to.
alternative
I don't want to
is
go down
right
that
now.
road. And then if
I know.
if I get something really
doesn't
really
seem right.
sweet. No, I'm not saying it's right. That's but the thing is it does
I understand the
mentally
dilemma.
it does mentally make you go, if I get her a really sweet gift, am I now going down that road that it's going to be much harder on her to end the relationship later if she catches more feelings because of this gift and because of all the sweet things that I'm about to do for her. If you're a guy and you don't intend on making this a serious relationship, and then all of a sudden you do all these things to lead the woman on, I think that's more wrong.
No, I think it like so. I get what you're saying because I've talked with my guy friends about this as well, and some think the way you do. They're like, well, I think it's like a really intimate holiday, and if we're not serious or I'm not sure where we're going, I shouldn't go down that
Right,
road.
right.
However, if you're already dating this person and hanging out with them and texting them and calling them, I think it's nice to do a small gesture like candy or one rose, maybe even a yellow rose. It doesn't have to be red. You know, just something small. Now, if you're unsure, but if you are sure, then of course do the sweet things
Totally.
that are
And
thoughtful.
I don't think it's just Valentine's Day. I know that's why we're talking about it right now, but I think if you're not like if you don't have the intentions of making it a real relationship and you do all these like super sweet things to like lead the girl on, I think that's rude. Like if you don't know, why are you absolutely taking her down that road of, oh my gosh, he really loves me. He really likes me here. Look what he did. She's telling all her friends. And then you turn around 2 weeks later and you're like, I was never really sure about this. And we're like, well, why did you do all this then?
I know it's a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard.
It's a tough.
Like, I'm not advocate. Like, it's rude. It's rude to go.
And it's not only
based just
Valentine's
on
Day.
this,
You
but-
hear this happening around other holidays like Christmas
like
and New
high
Year's.
pressure holidays.
Yeah.
That when you're in the early stages of dating, it's like how you play this holiday could determine what road this relationship is going down. So
Totally.
it is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Totally. If you let me put it this way, let's turn it around. As a girl, if you are not into the guy, are you going to get them some elaborate Valentine's Day gift?
Not elaborate.
Say it a little louder, Rachel. If you're not into the guy, are you going to get them a Valentine's Day gift?
But I'm also one of those, like, I feel like when you're dating, I know this may be old school, but I feel like Valentine's Day is more about the guy gifting the girl in the dating phase. Like when you're in a
Fair enough,
relationship,
but I'm just putting the
I get
shoe on the other foot so you guys
a
can
little
see what I'm
something
saying.
Sweet, but it should be the guy gifting a little more.
Totally. 100%.
I see your wheels turning over there, Crystal. She's like,
Well, I was trying to think.
What do you think?
I was thinking of a different circumstance. It was a birthday, not because I was like, I've gotten small little gifts from my guy friends that I had no interest in, but it wasn't Valentine's Day. I got that mixed up. It was like a birthday, but yeah, just a small little. I don't see any girls like to be spoiled, whether you're in it for the long haul or just in it for the day. We want to be spoiled. Dang it, give us the roses
even for
and
the
the chocolate.
holiday, like it just makes
Yeah,
you feel
all
good
that.
for that moment.
No, and that's-
to
that's
get
fair
something
enough.
sweet on Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, so you don't feel left out when everybody
Yes.
else has stuff.
Go
you
ahead
know?
and end it, whatever you want in a week or two
Yeah.
or whatever. But by
I just-
golly, this is our day.
I feel like you say that now, but tell me I'm wrong that when the relationship ends, you don't go to your girlfriends and go, I didn't see this. I mean, he got me a great gift for Valentine's Day. It just
No, that's
doesn't make
not-
any sense why he would do that.
That's not what we would say or what we sound like.
I love Ryan's voice for women talking to their girlfriends is just like my favorite thing.
Hey, Michelle agrees with you. She said he's 100% right.
Okay, so you
So-
got a lady on your side.
Yeah,
You
I've
know?
got 3 not on my side here.
Listen to
I see
this.
what you're saying. I see what you're
Bud, poor Bud. Bud
Bud.
said he went on a double date and my girl went with the other guy.
Ooh.
Picked the other guy instead of him.
The wingman.
But Bud, you have a lady friend in your picture.
That
So are you
sucks.
good now? You happily married? You happily dating?
maybe it was all for the best.
Yeah.
You didn't want her anyway.
Right.
Look, if you're not into each other, it's all for the best regardless. Now you can be nice about it, all right? Like I'm not advocating breaking up with someone just because you don't want to get them a gift.
No.
But leading someone on is, in my opinion, the worst thing you can do. If you are not into the relationship,
Yes.
stop leading people
Yeah.
on because that ruins feelings. It's messed up and it
I get it in that point. Like,
Yeah.
I've been in that situation. If you want me to be real.
Let's
like,
be real.
Yeah, like I was hanging out with a guy for a minute and he was all in, right? Like invested, hanging out every day, making plans, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared.
Ghosted.
Yeah,
Ghost,
I got
no.
ghosted, and he was just like, I thought about it more, and I didn't see us going further, and we live in different states, so it was like I didn't see this going further, so I just didn't stop responding, and I'm like, that's not the right way to do it. I'm like, freaking talk to me and tell me,
Yeah.
because you did lead me on, because we made all these plans, we hung out a lot, and while we were hanging out, he was definitely invested into it, and then all of a sudden, just
wasn't.
disappeared. He was done. I was like,
No,
oh my
and
gosh.
here's the thing: it wasn't all of a sudden. I'm just telling you from a guy's perspective, it wasn't all of a sudden. Every
already
time,
knew from
every
the
time he
beginning?
did something super sweet, he was thinking, I'm doing this because I'm trying to allure her and I'm trying to like make her interested. But at the same time, he clearly wasn't fully invested because you don't wake up one day and go, yeah, I don't like her. That's not how it works. Like the whole time you're trying to figure out if this is the right person.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you need to stop leading people on because that's how people get hurt. And feelings are nothing to mess with around here.
Yeah, and I was pissed. I was like, what happened? Telling all my girlfriends,
Yeah.
what happened? Like, he was all in, like,
It can feel
Yeah.
all of a sudden to us. Do you understand? Yes.
Yeah, well, I get that. But that's what I mean is like
You
that's
don't know
where
what's going on in your little weird thick head
That's
sometimes. Y'all aren't the most verbal.
yeah, communication
No.
is key.
So you're
you know?
it's a lot of guessing game.
we're
It's
not
very
the most
frustrating.
verbal, and that's why actions always speak louder than words, and that's why your actions
Then when we
should
his
not
action,
show.
everything,
He was
it's
into
annoying.
it.
That's what I'm
you know?
saying, though. That's why he was wrong, because his actions were telling you that he was into this relationship, and it's clear he wasn't, because he did not just wake up one day and say, yeah, Vanessa Ramirez, yeah, that was a dumb idea. He didn't do that. I'm telling you.
that?
Says
He knew.
whoever.
He
Well,
knew.
and then finally, a couple weeks later, we talked, and he told me like his thought process on it. But I'm like, a couple weeks later, like seriously, like I was pissed.
You should have been.
So Cecilia was out for dinner, drinks, they went dancing.
See?
Then he went to the restroom. She never saw him again. She got stuck with the bell.
What?
That's the worst.
Oh
That's just
my
That
gosh.
is a terrible story. Savage. Talk about savage.
Yeah, I don't mean to laugh. That's terrible.
awful.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
That guy,
Well,
I think he
Cecilia,
was a grifter.
The
You think
worst.
he does this professionally? He may do this professionally.
Cecilia, hopefully you got a better man on your arm now.
Yeah.
See, okay, I'm with Peggy here. She said, if I'm dating someone around Valentine's Day, I would expect some acknowledgement from him, no matter how minor, like at least a card.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's what we're
Yeah.
saying. Like, even if you're barely dating, if it's
Hurt
still
anyone?
new,
You're not leading us on with a card.
you
Or
can get a
candy.
thing of heart
Candy's pretty
chocolates for
innocuous.
$1 at Walmart, and that'll be fine.
You're dating somebody, and that dude gets you $1 heart chocolate. You're not mad about that.
You're definitely calling the girlfriends. Do the
You
calling
guys
the
are
girlfriend
you
voice
guys are
again.
blatantly lying here. There's no way that a $1 Valentine's Day gift you're gonna
How do we know it's $1? It's
Come on.
chocolate.
it's a tiny
heart,
little heart
chocolate.
thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because you know
it's a
you
thought that
you go to
counts.
CVS right.
We're being serious.
No, you're not. You're
Yes.
absolutely not.
Sometimes you can go to CVS and they do the best packaging because it's super cheap, but it's cute. It's like I like when they have like those little 3 truffles or chocolates.
Yeah.
What are those called again? You know, the little ones that come in the
Oh,
gold
in the
foil.
foil?
The Ferrero
Ferrero
Rocher.
And those look elegant, but they're
Yeah.
not expensive.
Right.
Give me that.
Yeah.
You're under $5.
Yeah.
But it's still acknowledging without
Yeah.
leading on. Like
Yeah.
We're
chocolate is not
talking about
leading
people
on.
that are dating here.
Yeah, early dating.
Early
Yeah,
dating.
like
Early
dating.
Yeah.
And if you get this super cheap thing for Valentine's Day,
If it's
you
early,
might
I'm
you
okay.
might
Yeah.
If it's early,
I'm
with Rach on that. If
Well,
it's early,
and then maybe you said the guy's not invested and he's going to dump her. Instead of dumping or whatever, if you have intentions of not taking it further, then at least do a little thing like
yeah,
that.
and then wait a week, and then
Trying to compromise.
say that this isn't working out or whatever.
You guys will be mad either way. I'm telling you. You'll be mad if they dump you before Valentine's Day. You'll be mad, and rightfully so. And if they dump you a week after Valentine's Day, you'll be mad, and you'll wonder why they went through with all these gifts on Valentine's Day when they weren't really into it.
well, then I think we just agree with you in the sense of just be honest.
True.
During relationships.
Totally.
Yeah.
Don't ghost people. Don't stick them with the bill.
No.
Just be honest. That's all you can do, right?
Cecilia's happy with the Snickers bar.
Me
She
too.
loves Snickers. Edmund says a college girlfriend broke up at end of the visit to her hometown to hook up with an old boyfriend, then wanted to get back, I guess, together when school started up again. So, ugh.
I feel like that
Rough.
happened on The Bachelor.
Whoa, Susan, listen to Susan.
Oh,
She said,
Susan.
last month I woke up to a breakup text after 10 years of living together.
A text.
10
is what
years
you get
of
after
cohabitation?
A decade.
How do you do it while you're living together?
Yeah, so
Well, you're
did he just,
clearly
like,
gone.
Well, yeah, but like, did he wake up in the middle of the night and take like his clothes out of the drawers and closets
Well, I don't know
and
if
just
they were
leave?
living together. She doesn't
Yeah,
say
she said
that.
They
living
said they were
together.
living together.
I just last month I woke up to a breakup text after 10 years. Oh, of living.
Of living together, yeah.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is
a
what
plan
happened to
right there.
a girlfriend of mine. So she is dating this guy, and he's now living with her, and they've now been living together for, let's say, a year plus, but they've been dating for close to 3 years. And, you know, he'd taken her ring shopping. She'd looked at different styles, like it was an open conversation, or when they were
Yeah.
gonna get married, all this stuff. So, but no ring ever came. So he was out of town on a business trip. They're on the phone. They get into an argument over this, like, never ending, when is this proposal gonna happen? He gets mad, hangs up the phone. She never sees him again.
What?
All his stuff
God.
is in her apartment.
No.
So he literally just went to a friend's house when he landed back in town. He only has the clothes in his literal suitcase. He never came back.
He never came back.
Not even when she wasn't home? Like to pick
She
up
said, she's like, why don't you just come when I'm not there? Come get your stuff. He never came back. Eventually, this is like months later, she had
is
to
good.
call his mother. And I was like, girl,
I would've left that stuff outside.
Because they were in
Goodwill.
New York.
Or just
I'm
get
like,
rid of it.
that stuff would have gone over the balcony. The
Yeah.
bums in New York would have picked that stuff up in 2 minutes.
Field day.
But she was nicer than I am, so she called his mother, and his mother ended up coming to get his stuff.
That's not nicer because his mom, I'm hoping, went
Gave him a tongue
hard on
lashing.
him. Like that might be the way to like actually get back at him. Go to your mom.
It was so terrible. So can you believe that? He literally lived on the things out of his suitcase that he went on a 5-day work
That's just dumb.
That is wild.
rather than come back and face the music.
That's so childish.
That
yeah.
is so childish.
Yeah.
That poor
As is ghosting. All that's so childish.
Yeah.
I'm a famous
Guy
ghoster,
ghosted
though,
me.
in my day. I used to ghost.
Used to ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ghost if it's like you've been on one date, I think.
That's not
yeah.
that's not ghosting.
Well, it's like, oh, you go on one day and then you just don't respond back to them because like
But
it
it
didn't
could
work
be,
out.
yeah, I've ghosted over time. But this was like pre-technology where you're literally just like,
Yeah, you could easily.
just like easily to
And they
disappear.
can't find you.
I'm like,
social
excuse me,
media
holding my
these
flip
days.
phone. Nobody lives here anymore.
Yeah, because that's even worse, right? Let's say like somebody does ghost you, and you still see them on social media. Like you still see
Yeah,
them
this is
posting
before all
the
that,
stuff
thank
that
God.
they're doing. That's what's hard, I think, about it nowadays.
Now, plus it's like you've now friended their friends and they're following you, and this is so they know when you're now with someone. I'm like, it's too much now. It's harder.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Some people are brutal. Jeez. Nate said, my girlfriend let me know we were done at the same time introducing me to her new boyfriend with a makeout session right in front of me and all of our friends.
No.
How old were you, Nate, first of all, when this happened?
He said just out of high school. It was his next reply.
See it there.
Yeah.
Nate, that is terrible.
Oh.
That's
Yep.
just cruel.
I think I'm jaded. I think people can probably figure this out already. But I think I'm jaded, and I'm trying to like decide.
But I
Like,
don't
am I just a
understand.
terrible person? And I'm
Yes.
thinking, and I'm.
So that's the thing. No, not yes.
Rachel said yes.
Well, because what I'm learning, what I'm learning is you're jaded, but you are the assassin. So I'm trying to figure out why
you're jaded. Yeah.
Your victims should be jaded. I don't know
why am
you're-
I the assassin? I never
From
said
your
I did any of this.
stories. You're like, well, I feel like you're.
I didn't do any of this
Are
stuff.
you the assassin, or are you the person who's been broken up on?
I've been look. No, look. I have broken up with people. I have been broken up with, but I'm trying to think like what makes me this way. And the first girlfriend I ever had, this was traumatic. And I'm not saying this is super serious. We were in like 8th grade, right? But she broke up with me by having the guy that she was now with call me and tell me that I was no longer dating her because now he was dating her. So this is in 8th grade. This is puppy love. This is
Right.
stupid stuff, all right? But like that, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Her father called me and told me that was wrong and he felt bad and like he found out about the whole thing. And yeah, I'll never forget that. I mean, maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why I'm jaded.
Scarred for life.
I've been cheated on before. So yeah, you don't forget that stuff. I think the most important thing is just be genuine. And I just don't personally believe that if you're not fully into it, you should be giving out major Valentine's Day gifts. I think that leads someone down the wrong path.
But we didn't say major. We said just a
is a
thought, a
token.
cute little thought. thoughtful
That's
gift.
fair,
Like
but I've
something
also
sweet, you
I've
know?
also seen in other relationships, not my own, that people who go super cheap on Valentine's Day, they also get in trouble for that. So if you're dating someone and you give them the bare minimum, that's also a sign that like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Well, I've told you that I've been on a lunch date on Valentine's Day, and that was like our first date, and the guy brought like a flower and some candy.
That's cute.
And there was
No, that's
we didn't
cute.
know what was gonna happen, or if obviously I didn't move forward because I'm still single. But that was like a
you were
nice
okay with
little
that.
gesture, yeah.
And it wasn't leading.
But that's
you
okay. That was a first date. That's not leading you on because there isn't already a foundation of like, wow, okay, we're together. So, you know, like how there's steps in every
It's
relationship.
that awkward early like third of the relationship that
That's just
makes
sweet.
it's awkward what to do when these big
Yeah.
Christmas, when these big holidays come up. You're like, how far do I go in?
Right.
When you don't know, you're maybe not sure where.
And
it's
there's a
going.
lot of people who are mad at the idea of Valentine's Day for the commercialization. And I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
if you're trying to get a dozen roses on Valentine's Day,
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is 3, 4, 5 times what
Did
it
they
costs.
raise the prices?
Yeah.
Oh my
Valentine's Day?
God. It's crazy. You will spend $80 to $100 on 12 roses. If you try to buy that today, I'm serious.
Really?
You will.
What if you go
Yes.
to like Fry's or like, you know?
It's more.
Well, I mean, you can
Telling
buy
you
the
it's
ones
more.
that aren't.
It's
put in a
not that
vase
much.
and, like,
It's
you
not
put your own
80 to
vase.
100 at Fry's,
Right.
but like if you try to go to a flower shop,
Man.
So the
it's
flower
just
shop.
the way it is. And then
Gouging people.
if you try to get flowers in July, cool. Like it's down to like $30. It's just the way it's the commercialization of it. They charge
Yeah,
you
that some people
because
don't like
they
this holiday
can.
because
too.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are
use
you
that
gonna
as
read
an
that one?
excuse.
Read this one, Crystal.
Which one?
Christy.
Oh, Christiana. I was reading that one too. Her ex-husband asked her for divorce on Valentine's Day. He then went on a Valentine's Day golf trip with a friend, but she was left home crying. And Andrea, if I'm reading your text to us correctly, my gosh, she was dating this guy for a year. But then one weekend he went off and got married or something and tagged a bride in the wedding photos or something. And it wasn't her that was on his arm. And they've never spoken again.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
That's the thing with like where they're dating multiple people at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. I had a guy friend back in the day when we were working at the D-backs, and he just started dating multiple women, and then he said he was narrowing it down to the one that he actually wanted to be with, and so he is married now, and it was one of the girls in the.
It's like his own bachelor.
This isn't The Bachelor. You can't do that.
And that's how he said he did it. He dated a few girls, and then he's like, I don't like this one, I don't like this one, and then got rid of him. And then the one that he did like, he ended up marrying. So is that like what guys do?
No. No. It's just straight up. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. I feel like if you're going to be dating multiple people, then you have to have the conversation of we're not exclusive.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that conversation and you're together, then you're exclusive. That's like the default. Like if you are dating somebody and it's official, the expectation is that you're not dating somebody else, right?
My thing is like with some of these, and they're obviously dating for a period of time. I don't understand when people are like, well, I love both of you just in different ways. I'm like, you can't, okay, you gotta.
No, they like both of you in four different reasons.
But you have to, I feel like once you're all in on a person, you're all in.
Yeah.
Look, guys mature slower.
That's true.
We just do. Like we mature a lot slower than women do. Yep. There's research. I mean, our brains develop, later.
Slow as molasses.
Absolutely. Look, I had this. I had been my take the steady cam. It'll be like up and down right now. Yeah. We absolutely just mature slower. It is what it is. I don't know what. I'm not going to get too into my.
Wait, do we have time at least for in case you missed it moment, or is it worthy, or should we continue talking about dating? It's too long. Okay, so we're not going to even do that.
Yeah, we got too hard on this one. I'm sorry. That's probably my fault.
You guys have a lot of good comments.
We're enjoying it.
Sorry.
No, I mean everybody's sharing their stories, and it's so sad to read.
It is. Some of them are terrible. Hopefully you guys bounce back and you're able to laugh at this now.
It just takes time. You know what? Yeah, it just takes time to heal. I mean, we've all had a broken heart at one time or another. And
it's part of moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can really love until you know what it's like to lose love. And that's okay.
Those are great words.
It's all right. It's all right. You're going to be fine. It'll be February 15th before you know it.
Have a good Valentine's Day today. And we hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. We'll do it again. And we have some special sweet treats tomorrow.
Can't wait.
See you.